Okay, y'all. Son. I don't know why. When I get up in the morning and when I get dressed, why don't I just get camera ready? I don't know. But I'm listening to this podcast called At This Big Age, and it's Tahiri Jose and her friend Danae B. And basically, they just come up and they talk about, they're in their 40s. I think Danae may be in her late 30s, her 30s, somewhere like that. Tahiri's in her 40s, something like that. And so the whole premise of the podcast is at this big age, like almost like at this age that we are, what lessons have you learned? What are you doing? What conversations are we having, right? And so in today's episode, well, not today's episode, but the episode I'm listening to today, they talked about the opening question was,
so what would you do at this big age if you lost your primary income?
Damn. I don't know. Because I've been doing it for so long. Like, dancing is my life, basically.
Right.
I don't know, but I'm kind of good at a couple of things. So starting over is always hard. And finding a new career would be difficult. But I think I would be up for the challenge. But I would be devastated if I couldn't dance anymore. Like, God forbid something happens to, like,
your pinky toe?
My pinky toe. God damn. Not the pinky toe.
That's it hurt when you
But
did it.
I don't know. What would you do?
Well, at this big age, if I lost my primary source of income, let's just say I believe in having several streams of income, which is why it's so important for people to get it together and try to figure out other ways of making money. So you could always have some type of backup. I think, like I said, more than one stream of income is important. So have I been through situations where money gets tight, or you lose a job, or the shows stop airing and you have to wait to pick up a new show? Absolutely. But that's why, again, it's important. And I have several.
Yeah.
Y'all know this is right up my alley. This is right up my alley. And this is what I want y'all to do. First of all, I'm going to have a link to the episode that we're talking about if you are interested in listening to it. Bleep. And then B, I want y'all to talk to me in the comments. At your age, at this time in your life, right here, right now, what would you do if you lost your primary source of income? Talk to me. This would have been an excellent question to have with Jay, or with a friend, or with somebody, but y'all know we on our way to work. And me and you, us, we are in this car by ourselves, so we're going to have this conversation together. So let's answer. If I lost this primary source of income where I'm going to right now, what would I do? Y'all already know. We prepared. We ready. We on go. We have been training our whole lives for this moment here. And to me, the training means, for me, we did all the steps. If we look at Dave Ramsey baby steps, baby step 1, save $1,000 for an emergency, an immediate emergency, $1,000. We did that. Baby step 2, get out of debt. We did that. We paid off our debt, all of our debt, minus the house. He does not include your home in this step. That's fine. We did that. Baby step 3, save up an emergency fund. Your emergency fund is going to be anywhere between 3 to 6 months of income, of living expenses, not income, my bad. Living expenses, okay? And your living expenses are going to be boiled down to the necessities. We did that, and y'all know we even took that a step further. We did 12 months, and then we took that a step further. As I later discovered, I saved over 5 years. I have over 5 years of living expenses saved up. So boom, we're good there. The next baby step 4, is to increase your investments. Increase your investments to 15%. Okay? You want to invest 15% into either your 401k, your IRAs, or just brokerage your funds, whatever way you have of investing, because we all have different scenarios. Not all of us have a 9-to-5 boss employee job. Some of us are self-employed. So however that looks for you, they say to do that 15%. Boom, we've done that. And y'all know on any given month, I would say I save an average of 60% of my income to these accounts. in various forms, okay? So boom, we did that. The next baby step is to save up for your kids' education, your college funds. My son is in his big 30s, so we ain't got to save. That ship done sailed. For those of you who don't know, I did try to send my baby to college. I actually paid, because in my mind, because I did student loans when I went to school, I did a combination of student loans, and then I also joined the military because I heard they'll pay for me to go to school. Turns out they'll give you they'll supplement your education. They don't pay for you to go to school. However, when you're in, you can do classes for free. There are some places where you can do classes for free when you're out, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, it's a whole situation. There's ways to work that angle. That's all. It's another angle you have to work. But I did all of that. But for my son, I was like, yo, I'm going to pay for him to go to school. Not that I saved up anything, but I was already at a point in my life where I was making enough that I can actually get a bill for college and pay for it by the semester. And that's what I was doing. But then he decided college wasn't for him, and that's what that was. So that's okay. But honestly, y'all, to this day, I tell him if he ever wanted to go and take classes based off of his passion or what he wants to do, because I feel with college nowadays, the bigger thing is finding community. You need to find your community. And I found some of my biggest communities when I was taking classes. Even after I graduated from college, I always wanted to be a writer. So I would take workshops. I would take different literary classes. Sometimes a college, Howard University, American University, all the schools around here will have different writers that will offer in different classes. And I will find a way creatively, by any means necessary, to be able to enroll in those professors' classes. I did that, okay? So I told my son, I was like, if there's anything you're ever interested in, curious about, or whatever, think about taking a class. I will pay for it. I don't care if he's 40. I'm that abundant. I believe in my abundance, y'all. So I will foot that bill because I believe in following passion, and I believe in finding community. He didn't take me up on that offer, but that's okay. Maybe one day. So that's that next baby step. The next baby step after that, are we on baby step 6? I think this is baby step 6, is to pay off your home. Y'all know that's what we're working on right now. But some of us have a bigger house than others. Like some of us, I'm not saying bigger as in physical size. I'm saying bigger as in how much that sucker costs, right? Somebody who bought a house for $100,000 may be able to pay it off quicker than somebody who bought a $300,000 home. So we're all at various, we all have our certain scenarios. My house was like about $600,000 because when I bought this house, I was not looking at money like that. I was that girl who was like, can I make the payment? Can I afford the payment? I didn't even look at the price. Can I afford the payment? You know how like you go to buy a car and you be like, but I need my payment to be under $300, and the car can cost like $15,000, and they'll find a way to be like, oh, it'll be under $300, and you still paying like 15% interest or something crazy because you're just concerned about the payment, the monthly payment. So that's how I was when I bought my house. And then the last baby step 7, is to just be abundant, give away money, live your wildest dreams within your means, all of that beautiful stuff, okay? So anyways, I say that to say we already did all of that. I'm on my baby step 6 paying off my house, but I'm also living abundantly because my interest rate on my home is 2.25. My mortgage is $1,500 a month. My house is a 5-bedroom home with 3.5 bathrooms. We have a whole basement that we can finish if we wanted to. My house makes income, so I feel like my house is an asset on all levels, because some people define an asset as it's either paid for or it makes you money or whatever. My house be doing all of the above. Don't play with me. It does all of the above. We looked at it. My house, especially during the summer seasons, brings in $4,000 a month. Don't play with my house. Don't speak bad on my house. Now let me stop. But I was always business minded when it came to that stuff. I always believed that if you're gonna have a thing, especially like a car with a high payment, find a way that car can actually bring money into your life. find creative ways that car can pay for itself. And then once it pays for itself, you can release yourself and do something else. And I said the same thing with my house. I said, we're going to sling out these rooms so it can help pay for itself. But anyways, so for me, I'm pretty much set. So if I lost my primary source of income, y'all, it would be the time for me to truly walk in my dreams. I think what I would do, because again, we don't know what we're going to do till we get there and we be like, oh, wait a minute, hold up, another thought. But I think what I would do is give it a go of walking in my dreams of just being a full-time creator. And when I say creator, it's not just leaning into YouTube more, because I adore YouTube. This is the best hobby ever. It's not just leaning into YouTube, but it will also be leaning into writing on a more consistent, regular basis. It would be leaning into creating and actually, I have ideas all the time, so it will be leaning into actually making those ideas a reality. It would just be all of that. I think I would lean into that if I lost my primary source of income right now. And what I also love is, even if I lost this primary source of income, I still have a life that's set up that income still comes in. Income still comes in through YouTube, social media. It still comes in through renting things. And it could still come in through my writing life, especially if I have more time, because I definitely have opportunities. But I let those opportunities take a back seat because my day job takes up a good bulk of my time. I cannot take off all of the weeks and all of the times that I would be required to take off to take up some of these other opportunities because I got a day job. I be treating my day job like it's the hobby. Honestly, I do. Because I will go on a vacation in a heartbeat. And it's like I go to work when I'm not on vacation. When I'm not doing anything else, I go to work. So that's what it is, y'all. So answer the question below for me. If you lost your primary source of income, what would you do? And feel free to use this time to think creatively, to think outside of the box, to really assess where you are and really assess what you can realistically do. I mean, there's so many possibilities that doesn't have to include me going out and getting another job, getting another thing to take up my time. That's what I would do. It would be my permission to just really live in, walk in, and live out this dream. Oh, I think another part of it would be, I wouldn't sell my house just yet, but another part of it would be me and Jay taking our show on the road and traveling more, like traveling for longer stretches to some of these beautiful places that we heard you can dwell in for $1,000 to $3,000 a month, all in. So I would definitely do that. I'll be spending up some of this good money doing that. And then if I had to, I could always get another job. But I would definitely just be like, it's time to live out this beautiful dream that we have, the things that make our soul happy. That's what I would do.